Hey gamers and tech junkies out there, Tony here from the ClassicL337 Gaming and Electronic Podcast. Hope you're doing well today. I am doing a hardware review. Today I'm taking a look at the CIMO, or CIMO, CIMOUSA.com Lumia 640 case. And now this is actually the slim or slime black case, whatever you want to call it, but I picked this up on Amazon under 10 bucks. I'll put a link in the description below. I recently switched to Windows Phone. I know a lot of people complain about that, but I actually like the interface. I actually like all three phone brands that are out right now, but my company implemented Office 365 as something that they use for their main infrastructure, and so the Windows Phone just made sense for me. Plus I do prepaid, so the Lumia 640 was 75 bucks shipped from the Microsoft store. I'll also put a link to the description below so you can check that out as well. I did get it with my student discount, which knocked it down to 75 total. It does retail for 79. So let's go ahead and take the CIMO Flex case out of the package and take a closer look at it before putting it in the phone. Alright, so we have the CIMO, the matte black, combination matte and slick. You can see there, it's a wave finish on the case, and so this is a whole style of cases. They do make other ones on Amazon as well. This is a whole style of cases, and you can see the cutouts clearly here. I like the fact that it's a matte finish, so you don't get a lot of fingerprints there, to kind of offset some of the shine that does come off the back there as well. It is a really thick plastic, not a lot of bend to it, which is kind of nice, so it's kind of a combination hard and soft case protection, but it would take some impact if you did drop it, it looks like, and not necessarily something like an OtterBox or along those lines, but it would at least protect your phone from general scratches, and I would say some drops and falls as well. One of my favorite things I like about this case so far is the hard grip on both sides, which I hold my phone obviously like this, like a lot of people do, and so I want to make sure it's got a nice hard grip. It's got a big cutout for the camera and flash, a nice big cutout for the headphone jack, one for the speaker as well, and then a big one for the bottom USB. The reason I like the big cutouts, and the reason that's a bonus for this case, is because they actually help you to be able to plug in any type of cord to them, which can be a pain or a hindrance. Another feature of this case, you see the volume and the power buttons here. So they do make an impression there, and I really like that they kind of match up with the casing. But most importantly, how does this case fit, and how does it protect your phone when it's on? So let's go ahead and dive into that portion. Alright, so I have the CIMO hard case, or I'm sorry, the CIMO Flex Wave case on my phone here. I really like the wave background there, but it fits really snug, and you can see all of the ports. So I'm very pleased with that they line the case up well. I tell you, there's some cheap cases that you can pick up on eBay or Amazon that it's hard when you're ordering a case online, because you'll pay a boatload in the store compared to paying online, but then at the same time you don't really know how it fits until it gets here. So you kind of go off of customer reviews, and the CIMO case is reviewed really well, which is why I wanted to take a look and why I picked it up for my Lumia 640. One of the things I'll tell you, the buttons are really easy to feel on the right side, so I can simply pop the power button on and off, which is really nice. And then the volume keys are responsive, which is something that I would want as well. I also like how it has a small lip to cover the screen. Now I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here, which I do recommend, and I also recommend picking those up on Amazon. But it protects the screen, so if I want to sit it down, I can sit it down without putting a lot of damage scratches on my tempered glass screen protector. At the same time, it's really slim, so you're not going to get a bulk over protective case. So I like the fact that there's a small lip to at least give it a little bit of lift off of the screen. The other way I always test these TPU Flex cases, I've had literally some of them, you put a little pressure on the side, the phone pops out. Obviously with them being Flex cases, the sides aren't going to stay completely sealed without having some sort of bend, as you can see me doing here. I will say, I can tell you, I can guarantee you the reason that the CIMO case has reviewed well is because I literally have to give it a really hard pull down to get it to start to slip off the phone, which means when I'm carrying it around, it's not going to slip out of the phone's not going to slip out of the case. In addition, it's not going to slip off when I'm just handling it. So I really like that they've engineered it with enough material to the fact that it's actually snug and fitting onto the case, and it's not just going to simply pop out like some of these other cheap cases that I've reviewed. So overall, I will say I'm very pleased with the CIMO Wave case. Once again, link in the description below. This has been Tony from the ClassicLead.com Gaming and Electronic Podcast. Make sure you check out our gaming podcast, our weekly podcast that Scott runs as well. You can view it on YouTube or through our podcast link below. And once again, have a great rest of your day.